What if someone told you that holding back on one habit could completely change the way you see the world? It's not just about control, it's about unexpected changes in how people treat you, how you feel, and even how you think. It's surprising, right? There's way more to this than people realize. If you're curious about what these changes look like and how they can shift your life in ways you wouldn't expect, stick around. I promise it'll make sense by the end. Let's talk about semen retention. A lot of people think it's just about avoiding something, but that's not really the point. What it's really about is changing how you use your energy, and not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. It's like when you save money instead of spending it on little things, you end up with more to spend on something bigger that really matters to you. And the crazy thing, this isn't just some ancient idea. Science backs it up too, and it's changing lives in ways that are hard to ignore. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 changes that might catch you off guard if you start practicing semen retention. These aren't just side effects, they're signs that something real is happening. If you've ever wondered why this practice is worth sticking with, or how it could actually fit into your everyday life, this is for you. Let's be real, this isn't easy. For most people, it's a constant back and forth. You'll have days where it feels like you've got it all under control, and then out of nowhere the cravings hit, or your mood drops, or you feel like it's pointless. And a lot of people quit because they don't know how to push through that. But here's what people don't talk about enough. It's not just about resisting urges, it's about learning to use that energy for something better. The idea actually comes from brahmacharya, which is about focusing on things that give your life meaning. It's not just about giving something up, it's about gaining something bigger. And yeah, I get it. That can sound pretty out there in today's world, where instant gratification is everywhere. But when you stick with it, that's when things start to shift. And these shifts aren't just in your mind, they're in how people react to you, how you handle stress, and how you see yourself. Surprise number 1, magnetic energy and increased attraction. Here's something you might notice pretty quickly, and it can feel a little weird at first. People start paying more attention to you. It's not just in your head either. You might walk into a room and suddenly it feels like people are noticing you more. Strangers might start conversations, or you'll get random compliments that seem out of nowhere. Why does this happen? It's actually pretty simple. When you practice semen retention, your energy levels shift. It's like your body is holding on to something powerful instead of constantly burning it away. And even though people around you might not realize what's different, they can feel it. Think of it like a battery. When your energy is drained, people subconsciously pick up on that. But when it's full, you naturally come across as more confident, grounded, and focused, even if you're not trying to. Science explains some of this too. Retention can balance your hormones, especially testosterone, which plays a big role in how confident and assertive you feel. But confidence changes how you carry yourself, and that's something people notice without even realizing it. It's not about looking different, it's about how you make others feel when you're around. It's cool when this starts happening, but it's important to keep your ego in check. This isn't about using your energy to impress people or seek validation. Instead, think of it as a sign that you're on the right path. Use that energy to focus on your goals, build stronger relationships, and become the person you're working toward. The attention is just a bonus. It's not the main event. Surprise number 2, vivid dreams with hidden messages. Here's a twist you probably didn't expect. Your dreams might get super intense. I'm talking vivid, detailed dreams that stick with you even after you wake up. It's like your subconscious is working overtime to show you something important. For a lot of people, these dreams aren't just random. They often feel meaningful, almost like they're trying to guide you or send a message. So why does this happen? When you practice semen retention, your mind and body start to shift. Instead of constantly using up energy, your system redirects it. This can make your brain more active, especially during sleep. There's even a scientific side to this. Studies show that when your dopamine levels stabilize, which can happen during retention, it enhances your brain's ability to process emotions and memories while you sleep. That's why your dreams feel so real and sometimes even connected to your waking life. For some people, these dreams can feel like a wake-up call, highlighting areas of life they need to work on. Maybe it's a relationship issue you've been avoiding or a big decision you've been overthinking. Others say they've had dreams that left them feeling inspired or motivated to make changes they didn't even realize they needed. It's like your subconscious is sorting through the clutter and giving you a clear message about what really matters. Here is how to make the most of it. Pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. If a dream leaves you feeling calm or motivated, it could be pointing you in the right direction. On the flip side, if it stirs up anxiety or unease, that's a sign to reflect on what might be causing those feelings in your life. Writing down your dreams can help too. You'd be surprised how much clarity you can get just by seeing it on paper. The bottom line? These dreams aren't just random. They're a sign that something is shifting inside you. Pay attention, they might have more to say than you think. Surprise number 3. Emotional and spiritual shifts. One of the biggest surprises with semen retention is how much it affects your emotions. At first, it might feel like your feelings are all over the place. One minute you're on top of the world, and the next you're overwhelmed. But what's actually happening is that your emotional baseline is shifting. You're starting to tap into a deeper part of yourself that you might not have noticed before. Here's the thing, when you're not constantly releasing energy, your body and mind start to work together in new ways. Instead of numbing out or distracting yourself, you're forced to really feel your emotions. This can be uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to it. But over time, it leads to emotional growth and stability. You start to understand your feelings better and respond to situations with more control. Spiritually, it's like tuning into a frequency you didn't even know existed. Many people practicing semen retention say they feel more connected, not just to themselves, but to something bigger. Whether it's a sense of purpose, inner peace, or a stronger intuition, you start to notice things you didn't before. It's almost like clearing out mental clutter so you can see what really matters. Let's discuss what science says about it. There's a physical side to this too. Retention can balance your hormones and improve brain function, especially in areas like focus and emotional regulation. It's no wonder your feelings start to level out and you gain a sense of clarity that might have been missing before. Now here is how to handle it. Lean into the changes. If emotions come up that feel overwhelming, don't push them away. Journaling or talking to someone you trust can help you process what you're feeling. And when it comes to spiritual shifts, don't overthink it. Just notice what's different and let yourself grow into it. This stage is where a lot of personal growth happens. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Surprise number 4, enhanced awareness and intuition. Something interesting happens when you practice semen retention. You start noticing things you didn't before. It's almost like your mind is sharper and you're more in tune with the people and environment around you. This isn't just some vague idea. Many people say their reflexes improve. Their gut instincts feel stronger and they can read situations or emotions more clearly. For example, have you ever had that feeling like someone was watching you, and when you looked, they actually were? That's the kind of thing that becomes more common. It's not magic, it's your heightened awareness kicking in. Your brain and body are running more efficiently because they're not constantly distracted by energy loss. It's like clearing out background noise so you can hear what's really going on. Intuition plays a big role here too. You might find yourself making decisions that feel right without overthinking them. This happens because retention sharpens your focus and emotional clarity. When you're more in tune with yourself, it's easier to sense what's good for you and what's not. It's like your mind and body are finally working together on the same wavelength. Science explains this too, that retention boosts your dopamine levels and reduces brain fog, which helps you process information faster and more accurately. Your energy levels stabilize, and that balance can enhance your ability to pick up on subtle cues, like body language, tone of voice, or even unspoken tension in a room. These small details start to stand out, giving you an edge in social situations and decision-making. Now, how to use it. The key here is to trust what you're noticing. If your instincts tell you something's off about a person or situation, don't ignore it. Start paying attention to how people's energy makes you feel. Are they lifting you up or draining you? This awareness can help you make better choices about who and what you spend your time on. This heightened awareness isn't just useful. It's one of the clearest signs that you're leveling up. Use it wisely, and it'll keep pushing you forward. Surprise number 5. A new perception of beauty and relationships. One of the most unexpected changes you'll notice with semen retention is how you start seeing people differently. Things that used to grab your attention, like someone's looks, won't hold the same power over you anymore. Instead, you'll find yourself drawn to deeper qualities, like someone's personality, their kindness, or the way they carry themselves. This shift happens because you're no longer running on automatic. You're not driven by surface-level desires or impulses, so you start paying attention to things that actually matter. For example, you might notice how someone's energy makes you feel or how supportive and genuine they are, rather than just focusing on their appearance. It's like seeing people for who they really are instead of just what they look like. This doesn't just change how you view others, it also affects your relationships. Whether it's friends, family, or a romantic partner, you'll start valuing meaningful connections over anything superficial. You might even notice that the way you interact with people feels more balanced and respectful, because you're not coming from a place of wanting or needing something from them. Instead, you're focused on what you can give and how you can grow together. But why this happens? When you're practicing semen retention, your mindset changes. Your energy is no longer being spent on chasing short-term satisfaction, so it naturally shifts toward longer-term goals and deeper fulfillment. This kind of clarity helps you see relationships for what they truly are: opportunities to connect, learn, and grow with others. Now here is how to handle it. Lean into this new way of thinking. When you meet someone, ask yourself what kind of energy they bring into your life. Are they supportive? Or do they drain you? Are they someone who pushes you to grow, or someone who holds you back? This awareness will help you build stronger, more meaningful connections with the people who truly matter. And the best part? As your focus shifts away from shallow desires, you'll feel a sense of freedom. You're no longer tied to what others think or how they look. You're grounded in who you are and what you value. Surprise number 6. Boosted creativity and productivity. Here's a twist you might not see coming. Practicing semen retention can give your creativity a serious lift. You might find yourself coming up with new ideas, tackling projects with fresh energy, and solving problems in ways you hadn't thought of before. But why does this happen? When you're not constantly releasing sexual energy, your body redirects that energy elsewhere. This can lead to increased mental clarity and focus, allowing your creative juices to flow more freely. Some practitioners report that this newfound energy helps them engage more deeply with their work and hobbies, leading to bursts of creativity and heightened productivity. Science explains this too. While direct scientific evidence linking semen retention to increased creativity is limited, the practice is believed to conserve energy that can be redirected towards intellectual and creative pursuits. This increased mental acuity may result from the conservation of sexual energy, leading to heightened concentration and a greater ability to stay on task. Now, how to harness this boost? Channel this extra energy into activities that inspire you. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, diving into a project you've been putting off, or exploring artistic endeavors, use this time to explore your creative side. Keep a journal to jot down new ideas as they come. You might be surprised at the innovative thoughts that emerge. Remember, this surge in creativity is a sign of your mind and body working together in new ways. Embrace it and let it guide you to new heights in your personal and professional life. Surprise number 7, potential impact on immune function. Here's something you might not expect. Practicing semen retention could have an effect on your immune system. Some believe that by not ejaculating frequently, your body retains vital nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium, which are important for immune health. The thought is that semen contains these nutrients, and by holding on to them, you keep your body's reserves fuller, potentially giving your immune system a boost. However, the scientific evidence supporting this claim is limited. While semen does contain small amounts of these nutrients, the quantities are relatively minor. For instance, a typical ejaculation contains only about 0.25 grams of protein, which isn't enough to impact your daily nutritional needs. Moreover, some research suggests that regular ejaculation might actually support a healthy immune system. For example, after sex and orgasm, there are higher levels of immunoglobulin A, IgA, an antibody that helps fight off sickness. It's important to listen to your body and find a balance that feels right for you. If you notice positive changes in your health and well-being with semen retention, that's great. But remember, maintaining overall health involves a combination of factors, including a balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep. In the end, while semen retention might offer some benefits, it's just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to supporting your immune system and overall health. By now, you've seen how semen retention is so much more than what most people think. It's not just about holding back, it's about real change. Utter these surprises like magnetic energy, vivid dreams, heightened awareness, and even a shift in how you see beauty and relationships are proof that this practice impacts your life on every level. Whether it's boosting your creativity, sharpening your intuition, or even potentially affecting your health, each of these changes is a sign that your energy is being redirected towards something better. But here's the thing, it's not always easy. The emotional ups and downs, the challenges of breaking old habits, and the need for discipline can make it feel overwhelming at times. That's where most people stop. They give up before they see the real benefits. But if you stick with it, if you stay consistent, the rewards are undeniable. You'll come out of it stronger, more focused, and more in control of your life than ever before. The question is, are you ready to face these surprises head on? Are you ready to step into the version of yourself that doesn't just react to life, but takes charge of it? It's not about being perfect. It's about staying committed even when it gets tough. That's where the real growth happens. So there you have it, 7 unexpected surprises that come with practicing semen retention. From the way people react to you to how your emotions and creativity shift, and even how you view the world around you, these changes show just how powerful this practice can be. It's not just about discipline, it's about transforming yourself in ways you might not have thought possible. But remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a process, and what works for someone else might look a little different for you. The key is to stay consistent, be patient with yourself, and pay attention to the changes happening in your life. Even the small wins along the way are worth celebrating. If this video opened your eyes to something new, go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps more people find this content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Share this with someone you think could benefit from learning about semen retention and the changes it brings. And of course, don't miss the next video, where we'll break down even more ways to grow and evolve in your personal and spiritual life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.